And with this, I would like to welcome my colleague from the UK, Vice President of Europe, Francis Griffiths.
Nice job. Okay. First of all, I have to apologize because I didn't bring my tuxedo. And then secondly, I'm not James Bond. So I know Michael's warmed you up, but I just want to set your expectations appropriately. Now, on the subject of James Bond, of course, you know, it's at least I can say that's a great British icon that we can celebrate, and the rest of the world is familiar with 007. Even the Queen recently had a part to play in a quick 007 clip. But if I'm honest, I would say, you know, looking at the brands that we have in Germany, and you know what Germany is branded for in terms of its economy, in terms of the automotive industry, the automation industry, then I probably would trade James Bond for that. Absolutely. And you know, in these difficult times, it's just amazing, and I want to thank all of you for supporting the VIP 2012. That, you know, we read these headlines, and if you read too many, it can be very depressing. But you know, here we are with a sold-out VIP 2012, and celebrating all of the things that the incredible things that Michael showed, some of them, the incredible things that you guys do every day is truly exciting for us and really energizing. So let's stop reading those headline news, because you know, there's a lot of positive things going on out there in the world. So what I would like to do in the next 10 minutes or so is talk a little bit about our investments that we're making around some of our major stakeholders. And we take a long-term view of success, and there are 4 main stakeholders that we try to balance our investments and our portfolios, you know, in difficult times and in good times. And you can see that the 4 key stakeholders are our employees, our customers, our partners, and our shareholders. And I want to be a little self-indulgent here, just to quickly recognize our employees. Michael showed some of the teams up there, and I have to just congratulate them. You know, I go around Europe to many of these events. We call them NI days. This is VIP days, so it's always been slightly differentiated. And of course, I have to be politically correct and tell everybody how great their event is. But I have to say, this is a fantastic and a great event, and I want to congratulate our employees and all those guys, particularly up there, who are running the slides. They just do an incredible job every year, and I hope you'll see that over the next 2 years. So thank you to all our employees here in Germany. Okay, so what would I like to talk about? I'd like to talk about 2 things. First of all, customer success and how we categorize that in National Instruments and some of the investments that we're making. And then also particularly to talk about our partners. And you know, we have over 40 partners exhibiting here, and they've supported us in all of the VIP days, and this has grown stronger and stronger every year. And this has been a really important part of the success that we've been able to, you know, partner with our customers and our partners to drive that success. And I'd like to focus a little bit on that. So in terms of investments that we've been making, and Michael showed, I think, some of the growth that we've had, and we like charts that go up and to the right, as you can see. It's normally a good thing. Both these charts go up and to the right, and the focus here is, you know, we want to be able to serve you around the world with highly qualified representatives of National Instruments. And in particular, our field investment has been a core strategy so that we can drive that stakeholder success triangle. And you can see that even during the difficult economic times of 2000 and also the Great Recession, you know, National Instruments has continued to invest in our field sales organization. And I think this has been a really valuable thing for our customers, that they can get really good technical consulting to help solve some of the difficult problems that you face. And at the same time, you know, it's also important, National Instruments is an innovative product company. We make tools, hardware, and software, and we want to continue to invest in R&D so that we can continue to drive the new products that you need for your particular applications. And so again, even in the tough times, you know, we've made a conscious decision to continue to invest in new product development, and you can see that in our R&D. And I have to say, if you look at our competitors, they haven't done that. And I think this has differentiated National Instruments, and this is why we take a long-term view of trying to drive that success stakeholder triangle. And these have been 2 important investments that we continue to drive. Now, part of long-term success is also, you know, trying to categorize when you take a long-term view, what are you trying to do? Well, our goal is to create shared value. And ultimately, we want to try and make a contribution to society over the long run. We have a 100-year plan, believe it or not, that actually helps guide some of these decisions. But if you look here, there are probably 4 key elements to creating that shared value and making a difference. And it is about empowering engineers and scientists to be productive and to drive innovation and discovery. It is about investing in education and science so we can train the next generation of engineers. And also, of course, Michael touched on being a great place to work. In Europe, we were categorized as the number 6 great place to work in Europe. So we're really proud of that. We've invested a lot to make sure our employees are happy and motivated so that when you talk with them, hopefully you get a good service and you feel the energy that they have. So we're very proud of that. And of course, it's also about protecting the environment. We want to make sure we're using manufacturing materials that are recyclable, that we're designing our products with a low energy footprint so that we can reduce our overall carbon footprint. So these are important tenets for us that we continue to focus on to drive a long-term view of creating shared value. And so hopefully you'll see that over the next couple of days coming through. Some other specific things in terms of the investments that we're making for you, our customers. We are committed to your success, and here's a little bit more detail to describe what that means. First of all, you can see National Instruments is and has grown into a global company. We support our customers around the world with direct offices, as you can see, in over 40 countries. In Europe, in fact, that's actually 20 direct offices as well. And I think this has been a really important investment for us. Again, our customers are engineers and scientists. We want to be on the ground with you, helping you with proof of concepts, with systems engineering, with applications engineering. And again, this has been a differentiator for us if you look at the kind of investments that we've made against our competitors. And I think the reason that this event is a sellout, I think, is kind of testament to those investments. And training, I mentioned training, and then world-class services. We want to make sure that we're going to be there to support, repair, replacement, warranty, calibration, and so on around the world. And we've made a lot of investments in those types of services that we think are really important for the kind of applications that you have. And then our alliance program, over 700 plus alliance partners in the program. And I'm actually going to talk a little bit more specifically about the program because I'd like to give you an update on the program itself. So there should be another slide coming up here. Here we go. So another sign of success. So Michael showed a slide that showed National Instruments crossing the $1 billion in 2011, and that's great, but that's only one milestone on our journey. We have just this week, in fact, opened up a new factory in Penang, which in fact opened up on Monday, I believe. And this has 10 new surface mount lines. It gives us capacity for our next $1 billion. But more importantly, it includes the ability for us to better serve our customers, in the Asia-Pacific region. That's important in terms of product delivery, but it's also important in terms of some of the services that I mentioned in terms of repair and so on. And I think that's also important for our customers here in Europe who deploy systems around the world. So I think this is going to be a benefit for everybody that involved in terms of the global footprint. So we're really excited about that. So that's another milestone. And of course, we now have to make sure we get plenty of business now to support the new capacity. So that's my little plug. Please feel free to place lots of orders with us because we have to keep these guys busy. I had a license to sell, Michael said, as a 007 agent. So. Let me move to the partner program. So the partner program has 3 key pillars that it's evolved into. So integration, consulting, and our product ecosystem. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the evolution of the program. You can see here during the past 4 decades how National Instruments has moved, from mainly instrument control and data acquisition to virtual instrumentation, computer-based measurement and automation, and then in this most recent decade, graphical system design. And our partner program has really grown with the evolution of our platforms and our products. Our LabVIEW consultants have been with us from the inception of the Alliance program, and they continue to play a vital part in driving the customer success on a day-to-day basis. And you can see, it's grown, and I'll show some of the numbers in a moment, but it's really been a pillar and a foundation for the program. As our platforms evolved, computer-based measurement and automation and graphical system design, we added more competence in terms of system integration. And you'll see some great examples of that in the exhibition hall. And then finally, and more recently, we've added this framework which has allowed us to create a product ecosystem, an app store, if you like, that really is going to drive, I think, a lot of productivity with specific types of applications. Now, we're really excited about the ecosystem. Now, we might not quite have the hits of a big company that you all know on their app store, but we are pretty proud of 1 million+ downloads. It's not bad, it's a good start, and we believe this is going to go exponential. We have over 100+ third-party products in the store right now, and we're really excited. So I'd encourage you to go take a look at those, because they're really very good in terms of productivity tools. I thought I would pull a few out just to give you an example. So close to home, SEA, who have a localization application. We have the Imaging Lab in Italy, who have 3D imaging as a download. And then another company here is the Informatic, who have NCL files to TDMS files. Again, very good productivity tools. There are many more. I don't have time to go into them, but take a look at those, and we're really excited about what the tools network can do. So just some data points on the program. I mentioned 700+ partners in the program. That probably equates to over 6,000 engineers that are available to help you with your solutions. We're celebrating 20 years of the partner program. We've added a lot of expert knowledge. It's global, as I mentioned. And of course, we've tried to really improve certification to make sure that when you go to a partner, you get the right level of quality and the right level of expertise that you're expecting. And that's been an important part of the evolution. We've also invested in Partner Search, which is, again, a new directory so that you can easily find the kind of expertise and competence that you're looking for in a partner. At the beginning of the year, we actually looked at the program with over 700 partners and said, okay, how can we make this a little bit more seamless in terms of trying to identify the kind of partner that you want? I mentioned certification as part of that. So the new program has an alliance partner logo. You can see there a level. That's a new level, or the starting level. There's silver, gold, and then there's platinum. And you can see that the various logos are alongside here. When you go and you look at partners now on our web and our directory, you'll see the information on there and the relevant status of the partner. Another important aspect is we've added specific specialities: RF and wireless, electronic design, embedded control, and also vision. And so these are specific categories, and we vet these quite carefully, and they're specialities that you'll now find in the partner program. And in fact, this region has a very, very healthy program, over 40 alliance partners in the region. So again, we're really excited about that. I would like to celebrate a couple of successes, actually. This is NOFS, who recently we honored them with presenting them to the new level of platinum here in Germany. They've been in the partner program over 15 years. So I'd like to give a round of applause for NOFS. And you can see them just out in the exhibit hall. And finally, another very exciting achievement. We had an award for the European Alliance Partner of the Year in Austin in August, and that was Conrad, also here in Germany. So congratulations to Conrad. So in conclusion, we are committed to your success. We continue to invest, as I mentioned, in services that we think will continue to drive the customer success. Our partner program, our ecosystem of products, we really think is in great shape to help drive and help you with all the incredible things that you're doing. And of course, as a company, we provide tools, software and hardware, to allow you to innovate, discover, and also be productive. And it's my great pleasure to talk a little bit more about that. I'd like to welcome up Eric Starkloff, our Vice President of Product Marketing, to talk about these tools and platforms. Have a great 2012 VIP. Thank you very much.